What's happening, and welcome to another episode of NWA Powerrr here on a Monday night. What a Monday night. It's already been on the showcase week, baby. But we have Ruby Soho making her way out here, one of the ladies in a stacked women's division here in NWA, here in the National Wrestling Alliance. Ruby makes her way out to the ring. It's going to be 5 matches tonight. You already know the get-go. 5 matches to go. 5 matches to go right here. And Ruby's going to start off the night against Miko Satomura. This is going to be quite the interesting styles here. But a matchup that I felt like maybe we could have saw for a championship later on. But hey, you know, don't question the powers of our president, Billy Corgan. He understands the greater good, and he understands what's going on here. But this is going to be quite the challenge for Ruby here tonight. And it's a woman who's a former NXT Women's UK champion. It's a big one. It's a big fight she's done. She's been wrestling for a while. She's been wrestling around the world. Someone who is definitely proud of her craft and has achieved what she wants to achieve. But hey, it still says, hey, maybe the National Wrestling Alliance, that women's championship, she could accomplish it here tonight. Now here tonight's a big chance to show your world what you can do. I had some tahini before the show. That's what's going on. That's Ruby. It's all getting pinned right off the bat. A suplex there by Satomura, but nothing's gonna materialize that for a win or a loss. Again, that's just a quick way to try to start this matchup and try to get a win here. As NWA Powerrr is brought to you by YouTube. That's right. It's our sponsor here tonight. Satomura has been wrestling since '95. That's been a while, so it's been training since that time frame right there. She made her professional debut in '95, so it's been a long career that she's had so far, and still not looking to end it yet. Still hoping to put something in there. Still hoping to put more championships underneath her legacy. You have Ruby Soho, who was born in '91. Ruby was just 4 years old when Satomura. I've been butchering the name the whole time. Satomura has started her career, so definitely a lot of experience on the side of Satomura. As Miyako got this one here. Look at this. Here we go. Satomura. Mura, because it's name. We all know this. I'm over here butchering the names and whatnot, but we're gonna keep doing it because that's what I do best. But definitely a experience factor on Miko here, and she went high risk with a frog splash there onto Soho. Soho is in definite trouble here. Kick out right there by Ruby, and the fans here letting them know with that "too sweet" chant right there at the end of the 2 count. You know, it's still up there, Yeah, Satomura. Satomura in trouble. That's just a big time roundhouse kick right there, looking like Booker T with that side kick right there. But she's got no problem doing things like that. There's Ruby Soho back to the attack again, back to the ground game here, back to some more kicks in the midsection, and Ruby just attacking. But there it is. There's a counter. Satomura was waiting for a chance to counter that one, and she got that moment. She's got the momentum here, and now back to the leg here of Ruby, and Ruby's in definite trouble here. If she wants to, this is a big matchup for both of them. This is just showcase again. This is showcasing some of the new talent that NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, has got another leg drop from the top right there. That's a big chance to say this match is over. And now the veteran coming after Ruby on the ground there. Pinfall. 1, 2. The referee said that's it. Kick out by Ruby. Gonna take a little bit more, maybe one big move here, one big shot. Take her out, finish it out, finish it all up here. And Ruby takes care of business right there, fighting her momentum back. That's the way you find it. That's the way you get momentum back right there. Ruby with the side kick, nothing there at all. And now Satomura got on suplex right there, and that suplex, that was a devastating suplex. And oh, Ruby says, it's not going down like that tonight. We ain't ending the match like that tonight here. But Ruby's definitely in a lot of trouble here. Ruby needs to find something, needs to find it within her here to come back here. Give one last rock, because Satomura is not going to be the easy defeat. And chops to the midsection, chops, nope. And again, Ruby's trying to stop it, but every time she builds momentum and keeps building momentum, the veteran finds a way to reverse it or to switch some momentum back to her side. And Ruby's got one big chance here. Ruby's got her with that knee to the face right there. Soho, hoping that's the win, hoping that's a W. The first win in the National Wrestling Alliance for Ruby Soho. A tough one for her, nonetheless, but this is the competition she's going to be facing. This is the competition that's going to be brought to the women and every single woman right here, as they all want to become the National Alliance's National Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion. And Ruby's like, I'm here. Ruby's like, I'm here for titles. I'm here to make a name for myself. The ropes are perfectly evenly placed. They're blocking her. Great. All right, to tag team action here. This will be a tornado tag right here. FTR against the Grizzled Young Vets here. And this is a matchup I thought we would see for the tag team championships later on in the future. But hey, here we go. We're getting this as a tornado style tag match, which is a little different than a traditional tag match. Obviously, you know, having to tag your partner and tag out here and there. A little bit more of a strategy to it. Not to say this doesn't involve a strategy, because it does, but this is more of all-out chaos, just tornado Texas style. I don't want to like this. Everybody going after everyone. So that's a different style right there. Two different styles right there. And right there is James Drake making the big-time scoop slam right there. And now the Grizzled Young Vets are standing tall over FTR, the former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, nonetheless. And now here comes James Drake with a big-time elbow there. Zach Gibson on the outside with Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood is definitely not in a good spot. No raking of the back. Some people like that, some people don't. Harwood, not one of those guys. And kicks to the midsection. Here comes FTR trying to make their return to form here, and they got caught off guard by the Grizzled Young Vets. But here we go. And a team that can definitely, that's a big time boot to the face of James Drake. A team that definitely screams the National Wrestling Alliance is a team like FTR. Oh, big knee right there, nothing there. They were in AEW making that big money. They'll still be making it here, as everyone has combined their pockets together here. As FTR, there comes the big shots there. And more big shots. Big time knees right there by Dax. And Dax with the moonsault. That's why you don't really see him do that much often, because it's not going to always be effective. But FTR back in the ring here. And so is the other half of Grizzled Young Vets, as Gibson's in the ring with Cash Wheeler. And there is James Drake making work of Dax Harwood. Big boots. This is definitely a matchup I know that the Grizzled Young Vets wanted to see. They wanted a tag team like this. They wanted to face the FTR boys. They wanted to face FTR and have that chance to prove where they stand as a tag team. And the big knees again. And look at Cash Wheeler going for a pinfall, trying to end this one quickly. No, another big knee again. Harwood is delivering that knee over and over again. Eventually, it's going to knock down James Drake and make him unconscious, or just make him do silly. And there's some elbows there. More elbows here, and there we go. Oh, no. Harwood again counters, or Harwood kicks. Everything is different here. And a big running punch, nothing there at all, as James Drake's able to counter it. Neck DDT there. On the way to find a DDT, and there's a backbreaker there by Gibson onto Wheeler. Again, so much action goes on here. It's one of those crazy matchups. And look at this, just grabbing him by the arm, smacking him across the head, saying, I can do whatever I want. And a kick out there by Dax at 1. Again, this is the tornado tag match. This is what it does. It's crazy as well. There's so much action. There's a big time DDT there. That could have put the end. 1, 2. Then a kick out there by Harwood, as Gibson now working on the arm of Cash Wheeler. Dropping the knees to the back. FTR is in trouble. The crowd yelling tag team wrestling, but there's a knee to the midsection there. Whoa, what was that by Gibson? It was like a twirling suplex. And FTR is in trouble right now. FTR could be on the verge of losing. This is a code breaker there. The Grizzled Young Vets trying to come up with this one. 1, 2. And there's a kick out there by Cash Wheeler. Who knew what Dax was about to be there, but he wasn't going to get there in time. Moonsault nobody home. Cash Wheeler trying to pull whatever he could out of his pocket, and that was not what he needed. And the Grizzled Young Vets are looking like they're about to be victorious. But wait, there was a counter there by Cash. And there it is. James Drake might have just pulled up the biggest win. And there's a save there by Cash. Cash saving his partner. Doing whatever he could to save his tag team partner. As Dax and Cash have been caught off guard by the Grizzled Young Vets. And a big time punch there. Oh, what was that? And a kick. Look at the kicks now. And Dax, I think he thought that punch was going to get enough of Zach Gibson, but he didn't. As James Drake now reversing this. And a spear by Harwood. Referee better get that pinfall. No, there is James Drake to break that up. And now James Drake, got kicked in the back right there. Dropped and kicked in the back. And FTR now trying to get back in control of this one. They're in control, but for how long? How long can they carry the momentum here? As Dax is applying pressure to the arm. Got the other arm. Applying that pressure again, trying to break that arm or trying to break that finger. Big knee step back. As Gibson's back up, taking it to the outside. It's James Drake now with Dax Harwood. And back to it. And this is exactly what Dax did inside of the ring, but now he's doing this to his tag team partner. Cash feeling the back. He's feeling the side effects of that. And there's a tap out victory. As Zach Gibson, I guess, must have applied the submission. I didn't even see it. The camera wasn't even on him.
Here are your winners.
Again, the Grizzled Young Vets with an upset victory over FTR here. FTR will go to the board, or we'll go to our president and say that this was not a tag team matchup. This wasn't traditional. This doesn't concern that rank. But the Grizzled Young Vets will see this as that. They were able to win a tornado tag match against FTR here tonight.
Welcome back to NWA Powerrr. As here we are, it is Cody Rhodes, one of the bigger signings that NWA was able to get. And that doesn't take away from all the other signings we got. No. Cody says he wants to face more. Cody wants to go against Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Zack Sabre Jr., Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, FTR. There's a lot of names out there. Pete Dunne, Walter, Josh Alexander. You know, this is definitely a loaded roster that definitely has a lot of trouble to get to the World Championship, but Cody wouldn't have it any other way. He would want this type of style to get to the top. His opponent tonight, though, is one half of the Dirty Dogs, and they were drafted here, not together, or were they? No, they were drafted together. NWA took care of that, said, hey, we see two great single wrestlers, but they can be a tag team. They can also be a tag team as well. Robert Roode. Got a chance to speak to him before the night started. Got a chance to tell him, you know, we got a one-on-one matchup tonight. It's going to be big. This is your return back to singles action realistically. You're out of the WWE umbrella. You're now here in NWA? What is your goals? You know, there's many championships to be won. There's many titles out there, so that's not a problem. The championships will come. And obviously, wants to have the tag team championships along with Dolph Ziggler. But him and Ziggler both understand that, hey, we now have a clearer path in our singles objection. If we can get where we need to get, we can become champions, both of us, and we can win the tag team titles. So Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler are seeing this opportunity as a chance to obtain championships. But tonight, it's going to be a big challenge for Roode as he has to face Cody Rhodes, a man who wants to once again capture the NWA World's Championship. He wants to do a legacy run with that title. I believe that man can do one of those, but we'll see what Cody is going to bring to the table. We'll see what Roode brings to the table. This is a big-time matchup here on the Showcase Week for all of Universe. And Cody with the kick, nothing there at all. Trying to start it off here. Cody now starting off quick. Cody. Tiger bomb right there. And now Cody working on the legs of Robert Roode. And what a night it has been tonight as we've seen Ruby Soho in action against Miyoko Satomura. We saw that matchup and Ruby was barely able to get out of the way with that win right there. But she pulled off the win. We saw a tornado tag team matchup between the FTR boys and the Grizzled Young Veterans. And what I'm being told is FTR is in the back office right now with Billy Corgan. Asking for another chance, asking for another match, but in a tag team environment, tag team settings, not a tornado style. And we'll see if Corgan obliges by that. But Robert Roode with the neck breaker there, hoping to knock it out of the park, but the rope break. Cody Rhodes lucky to be there. I think that wasn't a knowing where you're at in the ring. That was just a lucky you fell close to the ropes. And now Ziggler was like, hey, I'm not involved at all in this one. And you got to be careful there because that's where Ziggler will become involved in an attack. But Cody Rhodes right now in trouble with Robert Roode going after him. Elbows to the heart. And here comes Cody the Nightmare. Nightmare Cody Rhodes dropping bombs on Robert Roode. And Roode saying, stay outside. Oh, this would be a W. This would still be a win. A win's a win for the glorious Bobby Roode. And here's neck breaker by Bobby Roode right there. A former NXT champion. A man hoping to regain that legacy. A man who felt like, you know, he could have been doing more in WWE. He was a tag team champion here and there, but never meant much to him. Never meant much to the legacy run of what I think the fans saw in their eyes. And now Cody Rhodes dodging that one, dodging that knee. And Cody Robin, he's like, hey, come on. And moonsault, nothing there at all. The one thing I do like about this is there will be trades between promotions. There will be chances to see some of these talents change, so they don't have their luck fitting better here. They can't get the wins. Maybe someone wants to take a chance on them, and there's wins. They draft picks can be put as well in those trades. It's a lot of things that can be done. But right now, Cody Rhodes dropping a knee to the arm of Roode. Again, more knees here, and Cody Rhodes is attacking, and he is not stopping here tonight. In the Showcase Week, this is the third show of the night. As we saw Raw and Nitro already play out, and they had their showcase. Next week, we really kick it off, and we go into Universe mode, and we see what will happen. NWA, big time kick there by Cody. NWA will announce the card for next week. We'll also announce what events eventually will happen in due time. You know, Cody Rhodes, wait a second, Alabama Slammer. Alabama Slammer. Cody Rhodes now going high risk, but look at Bobby Roode moving out of the way. But Cody's like, I'm going to try to take a chance. Rhodes, no. He couldn't get it. He was too short of that one. That was too short, and he got to get a bit more. But Cody still was able to take that pain of that moonsault. And Cody going for the elbow now. Roode, the former Impact World Heavyweight Champion, a former NXT Champion as well. I think he's going to fit well here in the NWA. You got championships here that are needed to be filled by veterans like him. And Bobby Roode hoping, praying, and Cody Rhodes says no. And there's the World Heavyweight Championship. I think Roode could fit well for that. There's a Tag Team Champions, a National Championship, a TV Championship. There's titles there. There's titles that
Rude can obtain and grab the Cody. I know Cody's main objective right now is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, but it's going to be a tough setting up there with Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Zack Sabre Jr., Walter, Pete Dunne, all those men in it. But again, is Cody wanting to tell the locker room, hey, the road for that title is going to go through me. DDT. And Cody dropping the legs. He just said, I'm going to drop back and hit that. And Cody is unloading on Rude. I think Cody might be trying to get the win here. Cody. Oh, kick out by Rude. Again, Rude's not easy. Rude's not an easy man to beat. It's not going to be the easiest matchup, Cody, and you know this. We've still got 2 more matches after this. You don't want to go anywhere after that. Moonsault by Cody. That could be enough. He finally got it. Rude couldn't get out the way, and Cody is not in belief of that. That's not good. But look at Cody, big time kick. Somebody in his inner Kenny Omega with that knee right there. And now Cody again, another moonsault. It's going to the well for the second time. It had not gone bad for him. Cody needs to put this one to bed. Oh, Robert Roode counters it. That's what makes it dangerous. At any moment, Rude knows how to counter anything. You bring to him. What a win this would be for Cody. For Rude. What a win this would be for Rude to pull up a win against one of the favorites to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And no counter. Oh, suplex. Bob. Rude. Can Rude get that glorious DDT? Spine buster. Pinfall. A spine buster like that could be enough. And Cody Rhodes, a nightmare. Says no. And now look at this. Robert Roode wants to win here. Robert Roode went for the kick, nothing there at all. Cody Rhodes now. Cody, wait a second. Oh, Tiger Bomb. And now Cody, hoping the glorious one, doesn't look back. Picking himself up here. Cody. Crossroads. Center of the ring. That is it. Cody Rhodes with the W.
Here is your winner, Cody.
A big win for Cody here. Getting to send the message. You're going through me. You're going through me if you want to be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the first one at the start of the Universe mode. And Cody with the win. We will continue here tonight, but Cody with the win, one of the winners here tonight. Here we go, it is tag team action time.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Richmond, Virginia, Man-Eaten Maria Maniac.
Is she ready? I think she's ready to handle this. I think she's ready to show the world what she is all about, what Maniac is all about. Here we go, Miss Slamovich is ready to go here. This is what the NWA is going to be all about. You have these talents like this right here. These women ready to make a name for themselves, ready to step up to the big name, the big spotlight. The Women's Championship and the Women's Tag Team titles are going to be titles that they can come after. And again, it's all about the Tag Team Championships. It's all about the Women's Championships. It's all about the championships here in the NWA. And they're going to face someone who was already in the NWA, someone who is a legend in the business.
From Richmond, Virginia, Mickey
James very happy to remain here in the with her husband Nick Aldis. They will be enjoying the chance to get championships, get big titles, get the NWA World Championship and the Women's Championship. Imagine the power couple. And Mickey's going to be teaming up tonight with they're going to team up with the Pirate Princess, and it's Kairi.
From Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi.
A former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, someone who's got the potential to be the Women's Champion here, someone who can definitely take us to that level. It's Kairi. Kairi has that skill. Fan favorite. The fans love themselves a little bit of Kairi here. Mickey against Maria. Here we go, starting off this tag team matchup in the showcase matchup. Again, two women who want to be champions. You know, Mickey's got the legacy. Mickey has that future Hall of Fame status. Mickey's got that already, but you know, to add more titles to your legacy, to keep at it, it's never a bad thing to have championships. You wouldn't think it is. It's not. That's where you're wrong. Keep adding titles and titles to your name. It's just going to read off the list once it's all over. Once you're done with it, it's all about the titles. But Mickey understands, hey, it's also her time to see some of this young talent that she has inspired, that she has that have watched her growing up. They grew up watching women's wrestling. They grew up watching Mickie James and the ability of what Mickie James was able to bring. The big names that Mickie James has defeated: Lita, Trish Stratus. The big names she's faced as well: Becky Lynch, Charlotte. She's faced some of the bigger names in wrestling. She's gone through a lot of talented women. Victoria, Jazz. It's a list right here Mickie James has. And tagging again. They're making quick tags. They're understanding the game of a tag team matchup. It's quick tags here. And a big punch there by Mickie James. I'm being told that next week we do have 6 matches here on NWA Powerrr. We will be announcing 3 matches right now, and then we'll announce 3 in the main event. Next week we will see the Dirty Dogs against the Singh Bros in an NWA Tag Team Tournament matchup for that we will determine the Tag Team Championship. It's in the tournament. I like that.
We'll also see the NWA Women's Tag Team Championships on the line, which is very interesting. But apparently we're going to see Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans against Maria Kanellis and Chelsea Green. Those are I mean, yeah, you know, feel like Corgan knows what he's doing. Trust Corgan, trust him, and he will take us to the next step. As Kairi say now, stepping up to take on Maria Maniac. This is, Kairi's a little bit shorter, but she's gonna put her out. Gotta put the Dukes up here. Big steps up here, and different style right here from Kairi wants to bring to the table now. She's been known for her high-flying skills, her high-flying ability, but look at the power by Maria Maniac. Dropping Kairi down. And then we'll also see next week in another tourney for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, Jonathan Gresham against Austin Aries. So 3 matches to expect next week here on Powerrr, as we will be doing 6 matches next week. 5, 6. So great. I like that. That's good stuff.
Trying to bust a moonsault, but Kairi able to get out the way. Kairi needs to step it up here. She needs to pull up together here. And now going to Mickie James. Oh, no. Maniac says, nope, that's not happening. Just being displayed here by Maria. She is not playing around with it. Shoulder blocks right there. Mickey dropping the mid kick right there. Hoping that's a big chance. Another big time kick right there. Mickey James so deadly with the kicks. One of her mainstays that she has. Pinfall here. This could be the night. This could be the night. This could be a big win. And gosh, Miss Slamovich saying, I'm not that easy to beat yet. I know I'm a newcomer and you guys think I'm not going to get it. You know, I know I'm the one that's supposed to take the pin here. But that's not happening here tonight. I want the win. Oh, in for a big flying punch. Nothing. They both missed. They both went for something. Nothing there. And there's an 8 defeat. Mickey James knows that very well. As she's faced Gail Kim in the past before, and that's hit her before. And here comes Maria again, the powerhouse right now. This could be quite the team here of Miss Slamovich and Maniac together. Masha Slamovich. And there's like a choke slam kind of thing there. Pinfall. And Kyrie was there to break it up, but I think Mickey was able to kick out as well. And look at the power here. She just dropped her on her head is what it looked like. Just tossed Kyrie like nothing, like a rag doll. And there's Mickey with the DDT. 1, 2. And Kyrie's like, step in, but there's Maria Maniac with the kick out. Maria with a big time punch on the corner there. And what dodged that one? Spear! Ripping through that spear there. And the pinfall here. 1, 2. Mickey kicking out though. Whew. Tough one. This is a tough one. A tough one. Here we go. And there's that shot right to the top corner buckle right there. Slap. Oh, I thought we were going to get another slap here, but both legs are throwing each other the best hits that they got, and they're still going out and taking some shots at that midsection. Working on the midsection here, trying to take the air away. She's able to take the air away from her. There's running for a running move there. Nothing there at all. Mickey counters. Mickey's putting it together, and this is what's put her, I think, heads and shoulders above the competition for Mickey James here. She's seen it all. She knows all about it. She knows everything, every situation's been into it. That's what makes Mickey so dangerous. But right now, the power coming through. But Mickey with the roll up. Mickey trying to pull out that veteran card. And Kyrie's like, come on, step in. And there it is. But Slamovich, every time Kyrie steps in, she's like, so look, I'm going to step over here. And I wonder why she's doing that. Preserving for herself. Maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe she's understanding, hey, this is a long game. I understand those are two former champions over there. Two superstars, two people that have been big, but I understand that the game is just to wait for the right moment. And Kyrie right now into the ring with Maniac, and we've seen how Maniac has tossed her around, but Kyrie says, let me toss you around with another Alabama Slammer. Pinfall. And that's it. Kyrie and Mickey with the win, the Alabama Slammer. Big and productive win here tonight. And a win for Mickey and Kyrie here tonight.
And Mickey James.
Showcasing, maybe they're showcasing that they'll be a future team, maybe not. Maybe this is what it's all about, just showcasing your talent, showcasing some of the superstars that we have, some of the future stars, some of the headliners of this company. We have a main event coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Representing the Hurt Business from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 200.
The six-man matchup.
The almighty Bobby Lashley.
This is a six-man matchup. This is a big one. This is a huge matchup. It's six of the big players here in NWA. Six of the many big players that we have here in NWA. It is Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre. As you hear by that music, Walter. He is still rocking that NXT UK Championship. I got a chance to ask him why he has that around his waist. Told me simply, he wants to remind the NWA roster of the dominance he can have with a championship. This is replica championship that he has, and he just wants to go and show it off. And Walter is definitely someone who is all about setting the tone, setting the pace his way. And this is a man who's got the momentum, the world on his side right now. This is Wardlow. Dangerous. This is what the NWA has. Look at the future this company has. Look at the stars that they have. And this is their opponent here, a man who, don't underestimate his size, don't put his size into it. He could take on anybody and make himself the biggest man in the room. Zack Sabre Jr. is here. This is a man that Billy Corgan is very positively high on, believes he has potential to be a star. It is big, strong Mims. This is a big time place to put him into. I don't think Mims expects to win this one. If he does, or maybe he does expect to. I don't expect him to win it. I'm going to rephrase it. I don't expect him to win this one. I expect him to put on a great show, and this is a chance for him to show out. Don't expect him to win. He expects probably to win. He probably believes he could win this matchup. Here we go. Six-man matchup. First pinfall, I believe. Here we go. Six-man. Oh, Mims picking up Wardlow. Look at the strike. Wardlow got picked up and dropped. Wardlow would have got the way here. Wardlow and Moon going at it. This would be a big time. Look at these two big men. A lot of big men in that ring right there. Walter and Drew McIntyre doing battle. Bobby Lashley and Zack Sabre Jr. Again, like I said, this is a lot of talent in the ring. And look at the power of Walter dropping it with the jackhammer. And Mims picking up Wardlow like nothing and pressing him. The little press slam. Running power slam by Lashley over there. My God, this is, remember, first pinfall gets the win here. It's going to be a long match. I'm going to announce the matches next week here. Last 3 matches I've already announced pretty earlier in the show. Next week we will have the TV Championship on the line. As Kid Kane takes on Dolph Ziggler. And they'll also take on Roderick Strong and Tucker in a fatal 4-way matchup right there. So that should be an interesting match to see who we crown as our first new NWA TV champion. The NWA World's Women's Championship will also be a tournament format as well. We will see Maria Menounos against Ruby Soho, 2 women that we've seen in action here tonight. So that's going to be interesting to see how Maria Menounos goes by. So she was having a good well in the tag team match. Eventually, she will get the talent that much into her partner. The next one, it will be the main event next week. And in this matchup right now, Drew McIntyre against Bobby Lashley in the NWA World's Champion Tournament as well. And we'll see what happens. We'll also have NWA USA first episode next week here as well. And that will be 5 matches. And those 5 matches we'll announce that next week on NWA Powerrr. Once the match ends, Lashley and McIntyre will win. We got a match against each other next week. A match I thought these 2 guys would be the finals of the NWA World Championship, but Billy Corgan says, no, we're going to go right at it. And we're going to put 2 of our best guys against each other right off the bat and see who really wants it that bad. Drop kick by Zack Sabre Jr. Look at Zack Sabre Jr. on Wardlow working on the right, trying to get the submission win. That will count. That will count. If he's able to make Wardlow tap, that's a win. And look at the strength of Lashley. That's Walter. Power slam. Big knee. Bobby Lashley is dangerous right now. Where's Mims? And look at the submission here on McIntyre by Sabre. And there's Mims to break it up. For something there, nothing there. Zack Sabre Jr. in trouble now with a power bomb by Mims to Wardlow. The man who is used to giving out power bombs just received one. Mims wants to go after Wardlow. This seems personal. I mean, look at him. He's attacking. He just keeps attacking him. I swear. We're dangerous here. And the power by Mims. That was strength. That was power. I don't know how he flipped him like a pancake. That's Wardlow getting flipped like a pancake. And Mims has come here with the mission of putting himself into championship discussions. Wardlow in trouble here. And Wardlow, though, look at that right there, saving himself into a power bomb into the hardest part. And Lashley just ragdolling Sabre. But look at Zack Sabre Jr. finding a way to fight out of it. And that's what makes me, he was trying to go for the soccer kick there, nothing there at all. And now Zack Sabre Jr. attacking the key body parts of the bigger man, Bobby Lashley. But now Sabre in trouble. That's just power right there in that spine buster by Lashley. Everyone's just fighting on the outside right now. And Bobby Lashley throwing him right across the steel railing there. And look at Mims picking up Wardlow against a powerbomb. He's telling him, I want you to feel how powerbombs are. It's a fight out there. And Mims is trying to turn him over for a Boston Crab. It doesn't matter. If he submits out there, it doesn't matter. It's got to be in the ring. Zack Sabre Jr. now has Bobby Lashley here. Uppercut to the back of the head. It makes Zack Sabre Jr. So every little thing he's doing, it's calculated move for a submission. It's something he's planning to to get you down and out for a submission. And Zack Sabre Jr. again slinking away. Suplex onto Lashley. Oh, he went for the Claymore, nothing there. Walter able to get out the way. Lashley, the rope break saving him there. Zack Sabre Jr. was trying to get the pinfall. I gotta talk faster in these matches because there's a lot of action going on. And Wardlow now dealing with Mims on the outside, and he's telling him, hey, you want to feel power? I got power. And Zack Sabre Jr. with the, look at the arm, look at the leg being twisted, but Walter is there to break it up. Suplex by Wardlow. Look at the Wardlow, like, okay, domination time's long time now. As Walter is setting it up here. This could be it for Zack Sabre Jr. Powerbomb. That's a symphony of powerbombs there by Walter. That's 3 powerbombs in a row. Wardlow would approve. But Lashley's there to break it up. Now it's Lashley and Walter. Walter got turned over. And Walter was thinking 3 powerbombs for Lashley, but Lashley was like, And Future Shock. DDT there. Running power slam. Both men going for a pinfall here. Both men pinfall in. And a kick out by Walter and a kick out by Zack Sabre Jr. I think the ref was counting now Lashley's pin, not Drew's, but hey, when Drew said it, I think Drew thought he could do it. Powers! Belly to belly there by Wardlow to Mims. Dropkick knocks out Lashley, knocks out McIntyre. Bobby Lashley got laid up with that powerbomb. A pinfall. And kick out by Lashley. Wow. Walter asking for Lashley to get up again. And Walter has him again. Powerbomb 1. Powerbomb 2. And powerbomb 3. That's 4 powerbombs. Neil's hoping that could be enough for all that action happening on the outside. The pinfalls. And Lashley again. Walter, I think that was a win. That was a win. But look at the strength now. Is Lashley now showing his strength. Former WWE champion. Turns him around. Domination by the Almighty One. And there's Lashley's opponent next week, McIntyre, to break that up. Said, no, we're not getting the win tonight. What a main event this is here on our showcase. And Lashley just throws McIntyre like nothing. A little taste of next week, I guess. And Zack Sabre Jr. wants himself McIntyre here. Now all 6 men in the ring. This is about to get wild. Sabre is going for the pinfall. Sees McIntyre's down. Kick out by McIntyre. Wardlow being. Look at that power there by Mims. And Walter tosses around. He's sending in on Mims. Mims with a big time splash. Mims, Lashley, and Zack Sabre Jr. And stepping to the outside. I believe Walter's going to the outside to try to rest and try to regain some energy for this matchup. As now Drew has got Sabre. Sabre in trouble here. Dropping him there with that Falcon Arrow suplex. And here it is. Lashley. Oh, Lashley with the hurt lock. But Wardlow says nope. Wardlow's got Mims. Mims in trouble there. Top rope. The head meets it. Now Wardlow and Lashley. Lashley thinking he's got the best of Wardlow. And he's got to toss Wardlow to the outside. And Drew. I don't know what Drew's thinking here. I don't know what Drew's up to here. But there's Zack Sabre Jr. to say, yeah, I don't think that's going to work for you. And now submission here. Look at this tarantula kind of man. Look at the way he crosses his body here. And Drew's tapping out. Drew knows, hey, I got to survive till next week. And Zack Sabre Jr. The man that Billy Corgan says this guy will embody what NWA is going to be all about. A win for Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr.
I'm pretty sure McIntyre knew I have to live to survive another day. Didn't want to submit, but he knew he had to live to survive another day. And Zack Sabre Jr. Will he be the face of NWA? Next week we'll see you for a huge main event between Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. What a night it was tonight. Thank you for watching.